Of course, we can't really have a cast without our production and observer in.
Yeah.
Or we could be like a radio, whatchamacallits, and say, alright, yeah, we coming in, it's Chappy with the Pappy.
Probe, of course, he is casting, I'm not casting, he's streaming his POV, so if you do want to see his POV, see him compete and his run in this tournament, then tune into that.
And whenever we're not casting Probe, go and check that out anyway, so you can send us updates. And speaking of updates, here we have it, the player with plenty of dates to upper. It is going to be our blue Protoss, without a doubt the favorite in this bracket. If you're somebody from the outside looking in, the player who is representing Mind Freaks, Legacy Esports, all the way from the land of Australia. Here we have it in the blue corner. It is Probe.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have Australian Zerg representing Downfall. I mean, he does represent Downfall Gaming, but he is also on Clan SC Swarm. God damn it, Chappy. It is Chappy.
Papi.
Going for a pull first.
All right.
Ooh, I don't know if you saw that, but he was... Yeah, I don't know if you saw that he was sneaking his drone behind the mineral line as the... So he was... And he got the expansion. That was pretty sick to see.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Like, it's nice. It's kind of important because it's so annoying to have that scouting probe delay your natural, and even pylon block. Like, it's rough.
Well, okay, it's not game ending, but it is pretty annoying.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to see what happened in game between these players. But I would say, even though Probe is the favorite, I mean, Azure was the favorite. Chase, like.
Was he though? Well, yes, he was.
Yeah, he was
the favorite coming off of a GPO championship.
Yeah.
But Chase, he's a man known for his bajillion IQ, his galaxy brain. Chappy is kind of, maybe. It's a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, his brain may not be as big as Chase's, but he is still pretty solid. He does as well, which is something that I do like about the Australian scene. Like B, Oreo, Pez, even Azure. Like they do play like with each other. They do practice. They do commune. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Chase maybe as well, and
that might just be the theme of any player whose name starts with C, really. Just, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, who else can we think of? Cats?
Yeah, oh, you just reminded me, that was what I was going to mention, that we will actually be casting, if you recall, Yaku, we'll be casting Spicy Team League, and and Chappy will be participating in that.
There you go. You're representing the good old US of A.
Yeah, there are 2 Australian players as well as Justice Simon competing in that. So we will be adding in. Ooh, nice shade there. Surprisingly well timed.
Surprisingly.
Oh god.
This Oracle is getting a lot of damage right now. It is something that that Chappy just did not quite scout and probe. Gonna be able to make it out of there.
Yeah, this is really surprising. Because there was an overload over the natural base of. However, yeah, like Chappy didn't really react to it. He didn't have spores ready in time, and the Oracle just deals a lot more damage than it really should have. Now a Void Ray coming out even, which
I have to wonder
again
if that's a response to the first game.
yeah, I mean it could be. Oh god, he lifted up his spore. No.
That is just about the most perfect timing for Probe to come in there.
Yeah.
Just cannot reiterate, 9 kills in this Oracle.
Jesus Christ, and that's
Chappy
why
is down by 9 workers compared to Probe. That's an insane amount when you're playing as EVP.
Yeah. So I just realized. So Chappy, he did react to what he's made spores at his natural and at his fringe bases, not in his main, because he, I guess, thought that the fringe bases were going to get hit. And because of that, then he was like, all right, time to lift up my spore from my natural, move to my main base. And that's when the oracles come into his natural. It's just the worst timing possible.
And that was natural has those spores covering it, but there are a couple of wounds.
But, you know, we do have Chappy with his Lings scouting the third base. He shouldn't cancel, but maybe he can get a pylon or two. There we go.
Like so. I mean, that's we didn't promise too much there. Just a pylon or two, but yeah, a pylon.
Oh god! And now with this Adepterass, there isn't really much here to the burns are going.
And with that, shit goes in, shit goes out. And
oh my god!
Once again, where's the spore, Chappy? Where is the spore? This could be just a very quick game right now. This is basically where it's going. 18, 19 probes.
This is game-ending damage.
I don't think that's enough. Yeah, that's something that Chappy might not be able to recover from.
Yeah, and finally he's getting a natural, but like this is kind of the price you pay for cutting corners, which he was trying to be as efficient as he can, making as little like spores as possible to defend, but unfortunately it didn't pay off, and Probe abused the fact.
I always like those moments where one player says, I'm gonna cut all of the corners so that I have maximum mineral spending, and then their opponent says, why don't I help you out there? Make sure that you never have your minerals go up to like 600.
Yeah. I'm helping you out, you know, making sure you didn't get some.
Yeah, you know, it's keeping the minerals down, you know, making sure you don't bank too soon.
And again, it's one of those things where like, if it happened to work out, like Chappy would be in a good position, right? Like if first Oracle went into the natural, like he was ready for, and so on. But yeah, it just didn't go Chappy's way, and now because of that, he's lost so many workers. Probe is currently ahead by 5. Chappy, he is trying to expand, and to be fair, he still is in this game. He has just taken a lot of economic damage. It'll be on him to try and delay Probe's next push and try and catch up. And getting that 4th base is the start of that.
But it does have to go all the way home. It's a start, but it's gonna have to make it the whole journey. Probe, though, is being a little greedy here, not really building up much of an army, only 2 Archons and 2 Immortals.
I mean, this could be enough.
It could be, but it could also not be. If Probe isn't careful here. He is looking to position, making sure that he can approach this army in the safest possible position, but for
I do like the Warp Prism being a little bit far back to make sure it doesn't get bowled by those Ravagers. And it happens, and this could.
And with Chargelets, you can allow that to happen because they are just really fast now. Oh, that Void Ray dodging all the biles. Good use of the force field. It's going to be able to isolate this army of Chappy. This looks to be about the end, unless maybe Probe doesn't pay attention, but he is paying attention. GG is called. And Probe is gonna move forward to face another Zerg player in the form of Chase.
Yeah, GG, and I'd love to see, like, obviously we will follow Probe next series, how he deals with a player like Chase.
Well, I'm reading chat right now. Why do I go from Craig to Probe?
What? Oh, right, Chase. Okay. I just saw what he said.
Well, that's
yo, he's going through the gauntlet.
That's how it goes, man. Yeah. This is the rite of passage. At the end, you're gonna have to face me or Micah.
It's possible. Again, it's a really rough bracket. Could go down, you know, to Demi. If Demi were to advance past Justice Simon, like they have gone back and forth before. And even then, you know, Seether is down there in the lower bracket as well. So pretty stacked.
Oh, I'm getting an update here from Oreo. Chappy was trying to blind counter cannons because that was what Probe did in game number 1.
Ah, okay.